Usually, I live a pretty boring life, and not much to talk about for me besides anime, comics, and video games. So that makes my job a little bit easier when I do talk to you guys on the video. Whoever decides to show up. Sometimes there's one viewer, sometimes there's 90. I can't predict what the algorithm likes sometimes. But Google search usually helps me out with that. If you need help with that, and you're trying to do videos, I haven't been doing it lately, but Google search definitely shows you what the top topics to talk about are. I wouldn't depend on the YouTube algorithm too much, as some creators have already grown and their numbers are based on their personality or their branding. So if you're trying to get into YouTube, I wouldn't recommend titling your videos like they do. Title it appropriately, like you would see in a Google search headline. That's more appropriate on YouTube apparently, because people search Google all the time and they'll find your video. It's just kind of the smart way to do it. It's not really intuitive or interesting, but that's how you get your video in the ranking most of the time. And your thumbnail has to match other people's thumbnails that's within the same category. So like I said, that is boring stuff, and I usually talk about that with no one, not even other YouTubers. So I don't know why I'm telling you, but I just thought I'd let you know if you're struggling with videos, to go ahead and do that. I don't have time for videos all the time, so I might as well try and help someone that does have time. That way they can succeed, and I'll just stay a loser here on YouTube. But I'm trying to get you guys up to speed, up to date with me and YouTube algorithm. The dislike button's gone now. I really wish it wasn't. I think this audio might go on my podcast. I haven't done one of those in a while. So this wasn't planned or anything, but I guess new podcast. We're definitely going to talk about something, so don't worry about the topic too much. I'll put it in the thumbnail and the title. Like I said, it's kind of hard to title and thumbnail stuff without using Google search, or finding other people's videos on it. If you haven't noticed, you probably haven't, because the last two videos I uploaded, no views really. I've upped my production quality, which is kind of a no-no on YouTube. You just want content and to the point stuff, and you don't really put in production value, unless it's like, I don't know, like 4K something, whatever, 60 FPS video, then people will start caring, because of the how clear it is, or if there's someone's face in it, which I think I'm gonna start doing with my videos. Start putting my face in the corner or something, or a little bigger than that, but still maybe off to the left. Yeah, there's not a lot of tools on YouTube to use to your advantage, but there is things you can do, and I tend to not use them all the time. I tend to forget because there's so much to remember. But yeah, algorithms, search engines, you want to go for the top things being talked about. That's the only way to get your videos seen or looked at. Unless you already have a following, then you don't need this video, and you don't really need me to tell you how to run your videos. But my videos don't do okay most of the time. They just kind of sit in limbo, or they get a yellow mark because I play video games a lot, and sometimes the music's in there from the video game, and the company, not the composer usually the company oh my god, I can't talk. The company who hired the composer is usually the one to claim the music or whatever. That's not usually their fault. I give them the benefit of the doubt as well. They do get like money or whatever for it, but not from my videos, because no one watches them. So I don't know why they claim it in the first place. It just kind of tells me YouTube does kind of have a algorithm bot ever since COVID hit and stuff, it's gotten a little more inaccurate and a little more aggressive. I think they've always had this bot, but it's just speculation or controversy. I can't really prove it. You might find a video that says they do have it, but I don't know if they even know, because they don't have access to YouTube headquarters or whatever, and you have to do kind of some illegal hacking to gain access to that information. So I wouldn't I wouldn't hold my breath to find out whether or not they have a bot. I'm gonna section this whole thing off, so if you don't want to listen to the intro, you can just go to the timestamp and go to the part you want to listen to, because it might take a while to get to each subject. So I'm gonna think about the first thing, come back to the audio, and we'll start from there. Because I have no idea right now. I just want to talk into the microphone. It's kind of like therapy for me right now. Sorry if that's just a little lame or whatever. You're hoping for like to get right into it, but the next topic will be timestamped anyway, so if you want to skip all this, it's fine. Yeah. I don't get a chance to watch anime all that often, but when I do, I watch it with my girlfriend. We put on some either Crunchyroll or Netflix, and when she puts on Hunter x Hunter, I kind of watch, I kind of pay attention. I know it's from the guy who made Yu Yu Hakusho. I have a shirt of Yu Yu Hakusho. My stepdad got me little figures and stuff of it, so I'm familiar with his artwork and stuff. But I don't know what it is, but I tend to like not pay attention to the screen after a while, because it's typical shonen fighting, power scaling within its own franchise. So it's pretty typical stuff. It's not boring, but it's not new to my brain, and it kind of throws me off. I kind of want something new, and when I watch it, I don't hate it. I'm not in love with it, but I'm not against it either. When I watch something like Yu-Gi-Oh, it brings back memories, and I remember when Yugi transforms into Yami Yugi, and he has these intense duels and stuff. And like I said, it's kind of the same with Hunter x Hunter. Like, I'll pay attention to it up to a certain point. Then it gets typical, like, oh, I'm gonna attack you, you're gonna attack me, we're gonna duke it out, and then, it's typical shonen. So there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't feel that fresh new feeling like when I watch Demon Slayer, or when I watch what's that other one? Can't remember right now. Actually, even going back to Naruto feels new in some cases, in some episodes. Like, to be fair, not the very beginning ones; those still feel pretty old because of the animation style. They got more CG later on. But a good example that's kind of hasn't lost its flavor. It almost feels too old. But Bleach is coming back, and they've never really had animation without that kind of CG filter or cell shading on it, and it looks pretty good. I hope the new stuff from Bleach comes out well. I know the writer wasn't feeling too hot when he left about the story continuing. He wanted to actually end it. I know he had some conflicting feelings about ending it, but I don't want to speculate on that too much, because it's been a while since I read the review or whatever. I saw that Shaman King came to Netflix, and I wanted to watch that. I read the manga. The manga is amazing. And I did watch partially the anime when I was a kid, but I really wanted to read the manga, because that's all I had access to when I was younger. It showed up on TV, but I couldn't watch it at the time for some reason or another. I don't remember why exactly, but the manga is near and dear to me. Also, I just remembered Chainsaw Man. I hope in 2022, which is not that far away, I hope it's early 2022 so we get to see some of that animation besides just the trailer. I mean, I know it's going to take a lot of work, and you know, the company, and they're going to get serialized in 2022. I didn't know that. I thought they were already serialized. That's so weird, but that means the hype is working. People are liking it, enjoying it, and we're going to get to see the anime. So hopefully we get more manga as well before the anime comes out. Because I think right now it's a weekly in the Shonen Jump comics. I could be wrong about that. My information isn't accurate right now. I'm just kind of spouting off. But that's cool if they're in Shonen Jump, and I would love to own the physical copy of it. I know they have physical regular copies of their manga, which is weird because I thought they weren't serialized. So I guess I don't know how that works actually. They were being sold, and most of them were sold out where I was looking. And I could only find volume 4 on Amazon. Volume 1 was like sold out. Anyway, back to good anime that's already out there. I even like stuff like Inuyasha. I think Ruler of an Honorable Swordsman or something like that. It has like Inu no Taisho and Sesshomaru and Inuyasha in it as the main focus, the father and the brothers, or Sword of an Honorable Ruler. I think that's what it's called. The main villain's pretty dope. I really like how they portrayed him and all the swords coming out and clashing and stuff. I own the movie. Freaking love that movie. And to wrap things up, I was thinking of a name for this podcast, because people don't just say podcast anymore. It's like the something cast, and like Trash Taste is pretty good for those people who do that, for Joey and Sea Dog and the Anime Man. Oh, that's the same person, the Anime Man and Joey. You know what I mean. And oh, what's his real name? Garnt, yeah. Otherwise known as Giguk on his channel on YouTube. I used to watch them all quite frequently. Not recently though. They just kind of they're doing their own thing, and I enjoy it, but sparingly, because I really don't have time to watch that plus all the other stuff I watch. Otherwise, I would. But right now they just kind of talk and stuff, and I put it on when I'm drawing sometimes, but usually I'll just go watch a VTuber or something. I've been told that is weird, but either way, I'm fine with it. I don't care. I'll watch Mori, Calliope, Gura when she's streaming DMC or Devil May Cry 5 or whatever, and I'll watch Hosho Marine when she comes on, even though I can't understand her half the time. She's playing like Resident Evil or something. I'll watch. I watch Ina. I don't really watch the Fire Chicken too much, or the even though I love the concept of a phoenix, I don't watch Kiara too much. Basically all the Hololive VTubers I do put on from time to time while I'm drawing or something. I just find it kind of relaxing, even though I'm told it's weird. I don't know, tell that to the million people that watch their live streams, I guess. It's so weird. I understand the concept though, you know, it's kind of weebish. It's kind of off-putting for someone who's not into that. So yeah, it has its own niche crowd, but I mean, I wouldn't call it weird. Not to the point where it's like, oh, that's disgusting. I mean, that's more of like hentai territory, or a Hego territory, where it's kind of cringe and weebish or whatever. And you know, I have my own moments where I'm not I'm not normal, you know, I'm not a complete degenerate, but I do enjoy time to time things that are a little perverted or etchy or whatever. I I don't see the problem with it. You can like whatever you want to like. Bye.